The one time Marcus says something smart, and you missed it.
One time.
Just there's no proof. And we're back
Boom.
on a different day, but apparently it's still cold outside.
Yeah, my water bottle's in a different location.
What Hey, what day? What day? You still on 75 hard?
I am on 75.
Dude, a whole fucking week? Still? What day is that?
I don't know what day it is. I don't know what day it is.
It all becomes a blur, dude. I got to when you get to 50, you're like, I just stop counting.
Yeah.
I put it on the app.
It's on the app. The app counts.
I got a calendar invite. It's like, send me a notification
But-
when this is over. And then it gave me directions to Cinnabon. You know, I was like, Bosa Donuts. Like, give me directions to Bosa Donuts.
I timed it. I'm gonna be on a beach in Mexico when 75 hard ends for me.
What happens
want.
if you fail and you have to start over? Or what happens if you fail? Will you start over?
Like if I failed today, would I start over tomorrow? No. I would probably start over after the Waste Management Open was done. Yeah.
Which happened
it probably happened
2 weeks ago?
A couple weeks ago. So I'd probably start over, today.
All right. We want to make these shorter, so we got to stop bullshitting. All right, let's see. Let's see what happens. Electrical work at its finest. Oh, I bet you did all these.
Oh, fuck. Sometimes receptacles get tired, huh?
Zach kisses Nova. Zach XO, or is it Zach Sinova? Looks like marshmallows.
Wow.
I can't tell what's melting. Is this melting too? Is that melting too?
I don't even know what would cause that.
Well, a flamethrower. You know, like if this is melting, this is melting, or maybe
caught on
right.
fire.
And they have to be using that outlet to feed through. It's not GFI, but it's like
Right.
Well, they could have a
have
a GFI sticker on the cover, but the cover's off. How do you take the cover off? Is that real?
I don't know.
It could be.
It could be.
It could be.
It could be. It looks a little Photoshop-ish to me, a little bit, but it could be real.
Yeah, all right.
The bottom mouth is drooling a little bit. It's like foaming out the mouth. I don't know.
That's pretty nasty.
Yeah.
I'd bring it back here and put it on the wall.
Keepsake.
Joshy boy!
Oh, Joshy. Joshy was the boss that told him to do this.
Or that's Joshy had the boss that told him to do this.
Who'd you tell?
It says Joshy was the guy whose boss told me to wire two 30-amp disconnects together like this for a 60-amp circuit. I have my doubts. Does this work? Dude, we found this on a page where he's seriously asking for help. So you can see
You should be concerned.
So you can see that he's got 240 coming in, and then looks like there's a tap of some sort, which I don't know what that means. We're missing some information here. And then those go into the overcurrent protection device, right?
Yep.
And then out to
back.
and then back together, adding up to 60 amps. Does this add up to 60 amps? The answer is yes. Is this legal? The answer is no.
No.
So
you turn off this top breaker, you literally haven't turned anything off. Nothing. The equipment's still gonna run. You might trip this breaker if the equipment gets over 60, but you turn this off, all this wiring inside of here is still live.
There's parallel feeds. I'd say legit.
Oh, yeah. Negative. Negative, Ghost Rider. Why didn't you just put a 60 amp breaker in and not do all this extra work?
Well, I'm trying to understand, like, was this a 60 amp feed that then he did a tap rule down to these 30 amps and then back to a 60 amp feed? Obviously, there's no overcurrent protection device, right? There's no common trip, so we can't do that because you're right. Like, if this wire here goes farther than the other one does a loop around, let's just assume they have two different conduits,
Just assume.
right? That they're running around or whatever. One goes 50 feet and the other one goes 100 feet
Right.
back to the equipment, right? Now we're not in parallel anymore, so one of them is going to be the shortest path of resistance, right?
Yep.
The least passive resistance. So that one's going to get the most
more
amp draw,
power, yep.
which, let's say it's that one. That one will trip, right? And then it'll all be pulling from here. But this...
All of it.
I mean, this could trip too.
Oh, it should trip
So what?
too, yeah.
I mean, because if you're going over 60, it should trip. But you have potential for hazard, right? We have overcurrent. We have safety if something does, if one of them does shut down. If you turn one breaker off,
if you turn one of these off, you're still going to be getting back
still have
feed
power.
on it on the load side of it. So.
Correct. So, long story short, I don't know what's happening here, but Joshy boy, let me tell you this. If you don't know the answer, you probably shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, that's probably true.
But if your boss told you to do it, you should do it. Because that you got to do whatever the boss says. Because you don't want to get fired because you're Joshy boy has got strong potential.
He's the strong
He's a
potential
strong
guy.
potential. She's like, poor Joshy boy. No, don't do it. Fucking call the inspector, whatever.
Don't
Like,
do
I
it.
don't know. Like, we're trying to be better than that.
Yeah, 100%.
But, I mean, I've seen some shit. There's a lot of shit that can be done that will work that you
there's
shouldn't
a lot
do.
that will work, for sure.
But I wish I had more information. All right, Marcus, this one's you.
Inspector here, dealing with Chicago house to apartment renovation. Interesting.
You
Okay.
rushed, man. You rushed, man.
Pass. Pass.
Think they put a cover on that? Is there like a gasket? I mean, it's not. It's obviously not. It's obviously not NEMA 4, right? It's not even NEMA 3. Just load center in the shower.
In the shower, Is that the first time you've ever seen that?
You just have to install right up here. You just have to install that Square D NEMA 3 shower curtain. That's like taking a bath by the
man.
microwave.
Who thought they were
With a microwave on the stool right next to you, eating Hot Pockets.
Who thought they were going to get away with that? You might as well just closed it into the wall. If you were going to try to do some shady shit and pass an inspection, you should have closed that into the wall. But don't do that either.
Marcus. Yeah, Joshy boy, don't listen to Marcus either. Now you're the fucking Joshy boy's boss. Boy. The inspector here. Does that mean he's the inspector? Inspector here? Or would that be a period?
Or it could be the inspectors here.
Right.
Yeah.
Inspector here. Dealing with Chicago house to apartment renovations. So they're taking houses and making apartments out of them? Or they need more space? Anyways.
Cutting them in half.
Run away. Or get your flash chute on if you're going to change it.
I remember once.
You got to be in the water if you're changing GFIs.
I went to a service call one time, and somebody, the homeowner, told me that they were getting shocked in the shower, like when they were taking a shower and they would touch their
The handle?
the handle.
Yeah.
They were getting like a small shock. I was like, what's going on? And I did I tested voltage from the handle to ground and got like 60 volts. I got like 60 volts on that.
On the water.
Yep. And I went and I started shutting stuff off, and I figured out that the voltage disappeared, wasn't there. when I turned the air conditioner circuit off. Went up to the air conditioner, and a fucking screw fell off, and it landed perfectly on the power and like a ground. Didn't trip anything, didn't do anything, but was feeding power through.
Under the water. And
under
it didn't
the water.
and the water wasn't bonded.
Yep.
Yikes.
Yeah. That's how
Yikes.
people die.
Yikes. You've been seeing a lot of these going around. Be an electrician, they said. Hold on a second.
Hold on a second.
I mean, I'm well, okay. Those are some shorty shorts. I'm hoping he just put those on so he could crawl underneath in the water, right? Because we don't really let our electricians show up to work in shorts. Okay. That makes more sense. I'm sorry I cleared that up myself. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Dude, look at the Romex. Did you see the Romex hanging down? Like, I wonder where this fucking guy is.
Right.
And what? Oh, right there. Oh, damn it. Where'd I go?
It's like right at the end, right?
Probably. Look at that open splice.
Open splice.
Dude, so he's got
Coming out this way.
Yeah, he got open splice on a Romex that is a foot from the water, and then it's in underwater, and he's fucking crawling around down there like an awesome person, because that's what electricians are. We're fucking awesome, like of
Heroes.
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 Yeah, let's take a moment of respect for Jets Electrical. But seriously though, I hope he turned all of the power off.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, our guys wouldn't. Some of our guys might not have been smart enough to do that. What the fuck? What the fuck kind of fucking living situation? Like, what kind of house is this? Is this got to be a house? It's Romex.
It's like a crawl space under the house.
How do we get to the comments?
Get to the comments.
We need to talk to. We need to look at the comments.
Dragon 21 Savage.
Looks safe and waterproof. We need the last one to be waterproof.
Couple little Sergi protectors up there.
Little power strip.
Uh-huh.
Where did the power strip get plugged in at? And then there's another power strip. Oh, is it coming out of this wire mold? Someone put up a wire mold?
Oh, yeah.
This is what happens when you hire a data guy to run electrical.
Facts.
And we've said it before, and it definitely won't be the last time. Data guys, they may deal with voltage, but it's not high voltage. It's not anything
It's different.
It's different.
It's different. Have us come out and run something so the data guys can do his job.
Right. You need dude, how much shit is plugged in there? You got this fucking thing that goes off over here. Almost
Those
looks
are
like
Christmas lights.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just gonna say. Fucking
On that
Christmas
palm
lights.
tree.
That's
they put
what they're
Christmas
doing.
lights
They're
on
using
palm
that
tree.
shit for Christmas lights. But even before that, there's no in-use box over here for the camera. I assume that's what the original thing is. They got it zip tied up to keep out of the way of the camera. Gotta love it.
Do better.
Do better. See you next week.